Hi and welcome back to Wild Time Adventures, adventures with affordable watches with me, Ray, and this is a video I've been wanting to make for a long time. I finally gotten in a Casio Oceanus on the channel for review, and here it is. In terms of the model name, I'm going to need my notebook for this one. This is the Casio Oceanus OCW-T2600J-7AJF. Phew, glad I got through that one. So today I'm going to take you through the specs. I'm going to take you through all the functions, pros and cons. I'm really looking forward to this one. So let's get into it. Hello. If like me, you obsess over this most brilliant of hobbies, why not like this video and subscribe to the channel? Thanks, you're a boss. Okay, so here it is, the Oceanus T2600 in this rather fetching panda style colorway. When you actually look at the dial up close, it's actually kind of silvery rather than white, but we have this kind of panda effect here. So I've been waiting a long time to get my hands on this. As I mentioned in the intro, it cost me around £450 converted from yen. The price fluctuates a little bit, but you'll get it for around about that if you're buying in pounds. But you have to factor in delivery and also import duties. And so all in all, I'm into this for more like around £600 all in all. So when it comes to assessing what you get value wise, it needs to be looked at through that lens, not just the retail price here. Okay, let's have a look at some unboxing footage here. So you could see you get this as far as Casio goes, quite premium packaging. It has a nice outer box of the Oceanus logo, and inside in terms of the watch case itself, it's made of a synthetic material but quite nicely finished, and the watch inside on a pillow. You get the instructions in a nice box, pretty comprehensive, as you'd expect in Japanese then English. The English instructions are pretty good, although it is quite technical. We'll get into the technicalities a little bit later. Next then, let's do dimensions. I'm going to pop this to the side for one sec so you can see dimensions and specifications at a glance. And now let's take you through it. So we have 42.8mm across, excluding the crown, although it does wear a little bit smaller in my experience. 48.2 lug tip to lug tip, and a lovely slim 10.7mm thick, which is a benefit of it being tough solar movement multiband 6, which means you never have to set it, it sets itself. The whole thing then is in titanium and is light under 90 grams. The clasp on the bracelet is quite nice milled clasp there, as you see. Signed clasp and signed crown there with the Oceanus logo. 100 meters water resistant, which is what you'd expect for a go anywhere, do anything style watch of this kind. So that's pretty great. In terms of how long this movement can go for, 5 months apparently once full charged without having exposure to sunlight again. So that's great, and it will run longer, 22 months on low power mode. When I got this, it took me a couple of days to get it fully charged before it accessed the radio signal to set itself, but now it's up and running and I never have to set it again. I'll take you through some of the technical aspects of the functions of this watch next. All right, gloves off now for checking out the functions of this watch. And first of all, taking a look at this rather splendid dial. So we have sapphire glass on this, as one would hope, as this is Casio's premium brand, so nice to see that there. It's pretty good. The dial then. So we have lovely applied markers here and dolphin style hands. The loom is pretty good. It's not going to win any awards. It's not Seiko style loom. We have a lovely bluish tinged loom here which I will show you with a bit of B-reel footage here. So that's quite nice. Taking a closer look at the dial then, so we can see on the chronograph subdials here, we have a stopwatch function at the top here, and then we have the world time, and then finally to the left we have the day indicator and mode indicator there. There's a date wheel to the right of the applied Casio Oceanus logo here, the logo in blue, and we have the seconds hand there in blue also. Now let's access the functions then. So if I pull out the crown once, through turning the wheel here and turning the crown, I'll be able to access the function. So first of all, let's go to world time. So we can see it setting itself to the world time. I've got it set to a secondary time zone. Here we go. So it's going to set itself now so we can see the time in the secondary time zone, and the time in the primary time zone is now shifted. And there we go. Next, let's put that back to, there we go. Right, so I've set that back to our primary time zone there. There we go, so it's resetting itself. Now then, so I'm going to pull out again, I'm going to turn it again. This time I'm going to access the stopwatch mode with a click up here. Okay, push it back in, and now the hands are going to set themselves to 12 o'clock. And if I press the A button at the top there, now the stopwatch is going to start going. We can see the second hand spinning around, and we've got the minute hand, which has now become the seconds hand for a stopwatch counter. And I press stop with the A button, B to reset, there. And then pull out the crown again, go back to the time mode, push back in, and now it's going to set itself back to the time. Okay, you can adjust your world time city in the world time mode. If you pull out the crown to the second position, pull out 2 times. Likewise, in time setting mode, you can set the time manually, although I did try to do that. I won't show that on this video because, my goodness, that was a lot. It was very technical. I strongly suggest that you just be patient when you first get this, allow it to charge itself up, and then leave it near the windowsill overnight for it to automatically pick up the multiband 6 aerial for whichever world zone that you're in, and it will sort itself out. But it's obviously good to know that that manual time setting function is there. And now finally, let's do pros and cons. So overall impressions are excellent. If you are in the market for basically a one watch collection, if you like, this is it. I would say this truly is a go anywhere, do anything watch, because you'll never have to set it. The specifications are fantastic. It's going to be tough. It looks elegant. This has a tremendous amount going for it, and it has rarely left my wrist over the last week. Particular pros then are, for me, the beautiful dial, particularly in this Panda colorway. I really love that. The slim case for me is also a pro in terms of how well it's going to wear. The dimensions are really perfect, and despite being 42.8 mil across, I have a 7¼ inch wrist. Here's a wrist shot. So despite it seeming to be slightly on the larger side, I would say this will wear really well on most wrists. If anything, it seems a trifle small on me. I don't know why, but yeah, I would say this will wear really, really well on most wrists. So it's a real looker for me. That's the huge pro of this, as well as the spec. Cons then. There are a couple for me, although I would say they are fairly minor. First of all, a couple of practical things. Although the seconds hand being in this rather fetching blue, which matches the Oceanus applied logo, and also matching the bluish loom is nice. Okay, that's a a nice touch of detail. It doesn't make the seconds hands particularly visible. It just disappears a lot of the time, I have to say, which is a slight irritant, but nothing major. Also, the loom not being particularly wonderful and not lasting a long time. That could be better, although I accept Casio aren't particularly known for having amazing loom. They're not a Seiko or a Citizen or something like that. And then finally, you have to factor in the import cost of the price depending on where you are in the world. And for me, that did significantly increase the price of the watch and affect the value. But overall, I think this is a really tremendous piece, and that this, it was worth waiting for. It took nearly, about 3 weeks to ship to me, but it was absolutely worth it. And this will be a permanent and no doubt much worn part of the collection. Lovely. Thank you so much for watching towards the end. Appreciate that. Do like, subscribe, check out some of my other videos. I hope you've enjoyed this, and I'll see you on the next one soon.